Well, hello, beautiful people. We are back at it again. This book, excuse me, Your Life is Waiting by Lynn Grabhorn. We are into it's either chapter four or chapter five. I think it was chapter four, but part 28. Um, and this is just so awesome. I hope you guys yesterday got a chance to do some of the tips that she used. When you are feeling a certain type of condition. Real quickly, I'll go over them, and I would definitely say if you don't know what I'm talking about or you forgot already, go back and watch that video. But the first one was, just to switch your focus, right? Whatever you can do, and some of those tips were to tender talk it out, be gentle with yourself, saying that it's going to be okay in a soft soothing voice, kind of like if your mom or your dad was talking to you. And then eventually you get to step three, which would be, tough talk it out in a stern voice, but in a loving way, but just a very matter of fact way. And then the fourth tip was to, just go out there and have some fun, find a way to distract yourself, make, once you're in that state, to be able to have some fun. So I hope you guys took some notes on that. And let's go ahead and continue on. We're going to go all the way through on this one. And because I know the next chapter, it's going to be a little long. So hopefully the video doesn't go too far over, not this one, but the next one. But we'll deal with it as we can. And I really appreciate you guys coming along to ride with me as I do this every day. So here we go.
Conditions don't mean a thing.
Conditions don't mean a thing.
Once you've taken your focus off the condition and started to get that rusty valve cracked open, you're ready to really crank up your want and get excited about it. The shift in focus is away from the unpleasant now onto the pleasant want, away from the unpleasant now onto the pleasant want. If all you can muster at first is just a scrap of feel good about your want, then fine. When you get to having your valve open 20% of the time from focusing on your want, then celebrate. You are headed in the right direction, which sure beats vibrating 100% of the time about a lousy what is. Slowly by slowly, as my Hungarian friend used to say, that big chunk of energy that created the condition in the first place is being displaced and replaced by open valve source energy vibrations. Pretty soon, you'll be able to vibrate at somewhere around 50-50. 50% on the condition and 50% on something more pleasant. Now you're truly beginning to take control of your life. Sprinklings of your desired changes will start popping up everywhere. But the real fun comes when you get to the point of switching energies at the drop of a hat, the instant you realize you're tuned to negative. Now you've jumped up to 60-40, 60% with higher frequencies, 40% on normal, and finally up to 70-30, or even 80-20. At this point, right before your eyes, you'll watch new events, new people, new circumstances pour into your life as if by magic, one right after the other, to create the new occurrences you so deeply desire. Not too bad for simply feeling good. Just remember, however fast your want comes is directly related to how fast and how permanently you can switch your focus off what is keeping you in a negative vibration and on where you want to go. No matter how dire your condition may seem at the moment, it is not permanently glued to you. You just have to decide what you want in place of your problem, then provide the feel-good frequency that will give it birth. And please, don't beat up on yourself if you've got a barrel full of problems, and don't try to tackle them all at once
Right.
by attempting to project an assortment of unbelievable wants. We all got ourselves into our various messes, And with some serious practice at taking control of our energy flow, we can all get ourselves out of them. Guaranteed.
Hmm.
Insist to yourself that you will do whatever you can to find and maintain any amount of feel good energy. And remember, the only power present conditions have over any one of us is the power we give them. That's when we feel trapped. And quite frankly, we are. But no circumstances are beyond our control. What's going on in your world at this very moment doesn't mean a thing. It is only a result. That's all it is. No matter how unyielding conditions appear to be, you can always flow feel good, even feel better, energy around them to change them. If you can know that in the deepest part of your being, the rest of this deliberate creation business will be a breeze.
Hmm.
The hi-ho silver syndrome.
Hmm.
It's taken me longer than I care to think about how to own up to the realization that it's not what I do that makes a difference in my life, but how I'm flowing my energy. I had always been a deep believer in action being the magic word, that nothing would come to me without great effort and exertion. The truth is that whatever it is we're wanting to fix, all the desperate things we think about doing will have precious little effect on influencing our experience. Nor does it matter how we do what we do, or how much, or how often, since most of our doing is initiated out of negative, flap around energy rather than inspired, breeze along activity. Give us a situation we don't like, and depending on our nature, we do one of two things. We throw up our hands in frustrated resignation, bowing down to accept our fate, or we leap on our big white horse, as the Lone Ranger used to do, and gallop blindfolded, rather than masked, down the trail bellowing, "Hi ho, Silver, away!" to frantically search for some heroic action to overcome the dastardly injustice befallen us. Either way, all we're doing is blowing up bigger what we'd like to blow out of our reality. So let's take a look at this action business. I call it frantic action, the hi-ho silver syndrome, the need to do in order to fix. It's any type of activity we take with a closed valve.
Hmm.
Most of the world will agree that it's only through doing that all things happen. Give us a problem, and we hi-ho silver into frantic action, looking for ways to sell more, earn more, accomplish more, to fix it. Yet deliberate creating is about flowing energy to attract, not about trying to push rivers upstream, which is hi-ho silvering. Hi-ho silvering never works. You just can't muscle into anyone else's world unless you've been vibrationally invited, any more than anyone can intrude on your world unless you've sent out the vibrational invitation. You cannot bulldoze something into place and get the results you truly want, no matter how hard you push and shove.
Hmm.
Does this mean we stop doing? Of course not. We just substitute inspired doing for wasted doing by stopping our constant knee-jerk responses to everything. Then, with our focus held enthusiastically on what we prefer in life, the right moves to make come to us from a place of open valve inspiration. Action becomes a joy instead of a have to. Ideas abound. We open to the creative life force and find ourselves being led step by step, easily and flawlessly, to wherever it is we wish to go. The miracle has happened. We are no longer responders. We have become deliberate creators. Bless them all. Let's face it, we're always going to have contrast, meaning things we don't like. That's what we signed up for. And frankly, that's what we most enjoy. But whether it's Godzilla coming around the corner or a flea bite, no matter how bad or irksome the conditions may appear, they deserve no more of our attention than enough to warn us how we're flowing our energy. That's all. They are not the end of the line. When a feeling alarm rings in response to a condition, and you get that knee jerk response to hi ho silver into frantic action, just cool down and relax. That changes the thought, which changes the feeling, which changes the vibration, and allows the universe and your expanded self to take over. And so, contrary to popular belief, you do not have to get all your ducks in a row before allowing yourself to feel good. The only thing you have to do in regard to any condition is to stop looking at the full thing, stop responding, and find a way to feel better. Habits of a lifetime and eons of inherited genes die hard. Just do your best to remember that whatever you're currently living is only the result of past energy flow.
Mm.
Then, take a quiet step back from the immediacy of the situation to catch a glimpse of that broader view. Remember that needing something to change will always flow negative energy and hold it to you. Finding a way to become excited about what it will be changing into will flow positive energy and get the desired revision started. Stop being uptight over anything. Instead, tell yourself in all gentleness that however unpleasant the conditions may seem to you now, they are not going to control you. And that yes, you absolutely can find a way to open your valve in spite of what's happening. And you will. Then your answers will come, opportunities will come, and you'll soon find more ways to alter your situation than you can imagine. So bless the rotten conditions if you can, for without them, you could not possibly know what you don't want. Cast your gaze to what can be, rather than what is, and dive into all the wonderful feelings, not longings, of how fantastic it will be when you're there. Then, what is there comes here.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Chapter 6.
All right. Well, we're getting into chapter 6 here tomorrow. Wow, you guys, so good, such good stuff. I hope you guys really, really are enjoying this, and it's just something that it's just really. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm able to listen to this again, and I highly recommend you guys going back to this because I used to listen to this on long road trips, and just preparing me for when I got to my destination because a lot of it was work related stuff, but just putting me in that different state of mind, especially if I wasn't having a good day. And yeah, Tinder talk and get out. So I remember all these things very vividly, and it was so helpful and so inspiring because as she gets later on into the chapters, now once we're in or we're no longer having a closed valve and our valve is open, now we're just manifesting things at a much quicker pace and what techniques to do that, some real world techniques. So get excited for that because that's what's happening next. Yeah, you guys comment down below, let me know how you guys are liking this stuff so far. Are you actually practicing these things? Because definitely want to hear some feedback. And you guys, if you haven't already, like and subscribe, make sure that you hit the notification button so that you don't miss any of this content that I'm posting every day. And until next time, you guys make it a great day. Take care.